taco.
Have you ever tried to change something about yourself for someone else?
No, just be myself, that's it.
For yourself?
Shh, keep that on down low, Miss Math. Yeah, I do think that. Because like they would want to like fit in with a certain crowd of people and stuff like that.
Do you think that plays a factor in people's success?
No, not really, because sometimes it doesn't always work out. It's better just to be yourself than be someone you're not.
Do you ever feel pressured to act or think a certain way?
Yeah.
Where do you think that stems from?
I don't know.
What do you think? What pressures you to like act or think a certain way? Like,
Just because, like, maybe if you're around other people.
what if you had like a job in the future that pressured you to act a certain way? Would you still try to act yourself, or would you change your personality? You think?
Depends on the job, how much I would get paid if I did
So do you
it.
think that like money would become a factor of like changing your personality?
Probably.
Have you ever changed something about yourself for someone else?
Yeah. Maybe, like, can I say biology? Because
Yeah.
because it's kind of, I just get scared around him because he scares me because I don't want a bad grade, so.
Do you think that people build a different persona in order to be accepted by others?
Most definitely, because peer pressure is like one of the most common things today.
Have you ever like
Yes, because I think everybody really has, but me, I have before, yes. Because if you're not true to yourself, like, who are you gonna be true to anyway?
take the money?
Well, that all depends, because usually if I'm trying to get a job, I wouldn't try to change much, because then I have to act like that all the time, and that's kind of dumb because I'll end up slipping up anyway.
In with a certain crowd.
Yes, I strongly believe it because, it's just, an everyday life thing that everyone does. Not like every day, but like, once in a while to like trying to fit in with the group or probably, be friends with someone in particular, that sort of thing.
Have you ever tried to change something about yourself for someone else?
Yes, I have like changed so many times. Like I used to be a bad kid like all the time, cuss out the teacher, and then like disrespect like girls a lot. But I have changed myself because I realized that it's not myself. And today, I'm just a Mexican.
When people change themselves for like a certain social class, would you say it's for the better or for the worse?
It depends on who you're hanging out with. If it's like a bad social like group of people, then I would say it's gonna be the worst for you because you're just not being yourself. But if it was for the better, then it would have like good reasons.
Do you think that people spend too much time trying to impress other people?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I've felt that way before. Like, people try to talk me into doing things that I don't want to do and try to change who I am, the way I look and everything like that. Usually the people I hang out with are pretty, like, okay with, like, who I am and everything. It's just more the people who, like, want to hang out with me or want to change me, want to, like, get me to join their, I guess you could say, group. That's who is, like, trying to change me.
Right. Do you think that people change their personas to sort of fit in with the crowd around them?
Yeah, I do.
Do you generally do that?
I don't, but I feel like some people try to fit in because of who they hang out with. Like, yeah, they do spend too much time trying to be somebody they're not because they're not actually being themselves. Their auras might not connect. So you have to be somebody else that you're not to.
Do you ever feel pressured, like by by other people, like maybe for like success, like in school, to like change who you are?
Yeah, but no. Yeah, because, it's all about, who you hang out with. And you got to do what they do. You got to roll with the punches. But no, because, do your own thing.
Do you think that people put too much time into like trying to kind of build up a persona for other people?
I think as you progressively age throughout the years, you do, and then you realize when you shouldn't be doing that anymore.
Like,
More so through development, going through social status, what's the in crowd, what's cool, what's not. Because those all do exist, and that's something that you just go through as an adolescent.
so like, would you say like people in their social changes like that, do you think it's a change for the worse or change for the better as like they get influenced by others?
In the end, it'll be a change for the better, because it'll make you look back at yourself. Hopefully you have good surroundings where you can know and have somebody be comforting to you, to bringing out your good qualities.
Now, like in your adult life, are you talking about that? Like, have you ever tried to like change yourself for someone else?
Yes.
Could you like explain?
When you try to encounter another part, maybe a partner or best friend, and you try to change for them, make them happy, that's not good. You shouldn't change for anyone.
How would you feel if, say, you had a job role that you were looking for, but it was a change for the worse rather than a change for the better? Would you,
Actually,
if offered money, would you still?
Actually encountered a position like that, working as a zookeeper in Florida, and I changed myself to fit their criteria of what they wanted as a good worker, and I didn't like who I was and how it didn't fit my personality. So I've seen the good and bad of both doing that for a job position. You got to do that job every day for the rest of your life.
Alright, I have one last question for you. Do you think anybody is really their own person?
I do. I think that you can ultimately make your own decisions, and you have to have the courage and the guts to be who you are and not afraid, because no matter where you go, no matter how old you get, there's always going to be someone judging you for acting and saying and doing what you do. That's true from when you're in high school to in a professional environment. Just have confidence in yourself. That's all I have to say.